two Asian teams going up against each other. What's going to be banned, what's going to be picked? First ban out for Malaysia is Shako. Ramos, the ban for EDG, the Korean side.
Yeah, Ramos has been used a lot in the jungle these days. He's starting to come back into it. He had the period where he was just super strong, and then they nerfed him a little, and he kind of needed it. He was just so strong, but he's starting to come back into play now. We are on the Fizz patch, it's important to note, so no volley bear, no changes that came with the volley bear patch. This is the tournament client, of course, and a Kali being banned out there, and we don't know what, well, I certainly don't know what to expect from these guys. I mean, it's going to be a different meta from what we used to do. It's the Asian side. EDG, we've been told, are very strong, so I'm expecting them to probably be the favourites within this game. Kali banned out there. Sion banned out. I do believe there was a Sion jungle in one of the games earlier. I don't know which one it was, though. It might have been Korean game. So Morgana banned out there. Maybe that's what Malaysia's doing. They were secretly sat behind Korea instead of playing their game. So Graves being banned out, the final ban there. Morgana, I mean, these are actually very much North American bans going out there as well. Pretty standard stuff. Morgana's banned in like every game going. And we're going to be starting with possible gameplay. So is that going to be a jungle gameplay or a lane gameplay? I believe Dyrus played top lane gameplay in the CDE game. And there was Maokai in the jungle for CLG, which is something we saw in the IEM Kiev qualifiers quite a lot. Did very well with Team Element, of course. And over at MLG, in fact, they won the MLG with that build. So it's obviously something that's been working well for them. We're just waiting for them to lock in, because obviously, you know, after a half-hour delay, they obviously don't want to lock in the characters.
Yeah, just take all the time. No problem.
No rush, guys. No rush.
No rush. But yeah, Gangplank going to be the first pick here for Malaysia. Let's see what EDG have up their sleeve for this one. Prepare yourselves, the battle is about to begin. I thought it wasn't going to switch over to them, but it did in the end.
You can't read, it's definitely 1 o'clock at the main stage.
Yeah. So, going to lock straight in on that bottom lane, Vayne and Sona. Not really such a surprise there. Going to see now what Malaysia pull out for their next two picks. Obviously they can leave that bottom lane till last.
I was talking to the admins actually, and they believe Sona's been picked in every single game played so far, which actually backs up our theory that really is the strongest support out there. The crescendo can be so strong if used at the right time. We've seen it used quite badly in a few games of late, but still it's a very strong lane. Tarek coming out, possibly. Tarek with someone insta-locked in there. Tarek Ezreal, it's an interesting combo. Ezreal can be very aggressive in lane, but if he's against a strong Vayne, then he's going to have to play it pretty passive, I think. We'll see how aggressive they get. You never know. I mean, we saw in IEM China some pretty crazy fights in the Asian scene, so it could be very aggressive. Lee Sin in the jungle and Nivea Mir, that is a strong pick now for EDG, I think. It's just for the last top lane, they're going to wait for those guys. As we get an update on Windows Defender.
Good timing.
Of course, like I said, this isn't us controlling. You might want to click on the screen now so you can get rid of this bottom Windows bar, and we can see, there we go. Finally it does it.
So, those two picks for EDG, Lee Sin, jungle, and Nivea, going to be their AP in the mid, I assume, depending on what comes out next. Obviously, Malaysia still to really prove whether that Gangplank's going to be in the top lane. Actually, the guy, Redson, who has him, has got Smite Exhaust. Oh, and it looks like we could be seeing LeBlanc first out. Which, I don't know, against Nivea. Problem is she can burst, but she's then on cooldown for a while, which, against Nivea, okay, I'm not even going to try and explain anymore now, because it looks like we're going to see Karthus. And a Riven, maybe. Riven, of course, being used so often in Europe these days. We've seen some great Riven play. Actually, more Riven than Irelia these days.
Yeah, definitely become one of the favourites. Baited into that one. And they switch it to Aurelia just to really catch you out. And it's looking like Karthus will be locked in, so it's going to be Karthus versus Nivea in mid almost certainly. And Rumble at the top possibly. Oh, you know, they could do either way there, but I guess it's going to be Nivea mid. Nivea kind of needs blue a lot more than Rumble. So, double AP possible strat coming out from EDG here, which is, yeah, it is. There you go, locked in. So, EDG, like I say, our Team Korea, our Team Malaysia, which we will refer to them, or try to refer to them as. We really, it becomes say what you see when things get a little bit fast. So we're just waiting for the switches. Tom and Klein working as well. They are managing to switch, so we're not going to be dropping to blind pick, which we see so regular of late on land. So it seems to be double switching working fine. So obviously fix that bug.
Yeah, and we've got triple ignite by the looks of things from Malaysia, so we could probably expect a little bit of early aggression from them, I guess. From that,
And Heel's been picked up a lot more recently. Obviously, they've had the patches, Heel and Tarek as well. No clairvoyance on Team Career at the moment.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's something that, I mean, the flash clairvoyance is something we've seen quite a lot lately, and it really can be quite effective if used right. But lacking clairvoyance could be a downside. I mean, I'm guessing the jungler's feeling pretty confident, or the top lane. It's really what it's more for keeping track of their enemy jungler, and of course we only have that 6-second wait on the delay, which is great for land playing, so they don't have to kill for 3 minutes. Okay, this is where we get to see whether aerial drums will bleed or not. We have the good old Windows circle while you wait for the client to load. This is that moment. That moment where you're like hoping and praying that it's going to load. It always does.
That 3-minute delay manages to find its way in somehow.
You know, we've got a really awesome LED screen. Despite all this bad technology, we've actually got a really good Samsung LED screen. It's a dead thin LED screen. I'm liking this. What is it? Yeah. It's like a 26 or something.
It's a big one.
Yeah. I'm liking it. So anyway, to give you a quick roster rundown, it is going to be Redson on Gangplank, XFF on Aurelia. How I'm going to go with that one, I don't know. Golden's on Carpus in the mid. We are guessing Monkeys on Ezreal down the bottom, and with him it's going to be Wayland on Tarek. For Korea, it's going to be Rush on Vayne, May on Sona, Makuza in the jungle on Lee Sin, McNoon in the middle on Nivea, and SXSPP up the top on Rumble. How are we going to go with that one, I don't know either.
He's SX today.
He's SX. Oh, game sounds seem alright. We may have the fix. If you were watching yesterday, we were getting kind of blown away. Me and Elements were just struggling to speak over the top of them. It was just so loud. And of course, thanks for Elements for joining us yesterday. We will have some special guests in the third and fourth playoff, because you're going to be busy on the Counter-Strike. Actually, that still seems pretty loud to me. We'll see how it goes. But it's really a case of who will we have streaming with us, casting with us. We'll soon see.
It's going to be a surprise.
It's a surprise to us as it is to you, because we don't know obviously what position these guys are going to be in the tournament. It really is going to depend who's available, who's not playing. If anyone is sort of in the final, we do not want them on here. We don't want to interrupt them. They're going to have to be trying to focus for that final match. So we're just waiting.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And no real invades. See Malaysia setting up, expecting. And remember, of course, there is no clairvoyance on EDG, so they will have no vision. They're getting very close to each other. Not that the camera's showing it, and they will do now. And Malaysia will have spotted them. And Carthage is just going to try and put a layways down in there. Does get caught out by Rumble there. And actually a flash straight in on towards McNoon. McNoon getting taken down very low immediately. Backing out there, McNoon's almost going to get egg. Yes, he will do. Redson's going to go down. But why did they focus on Anivia? They knew Rebirth was going to be up already. It does take down Lee Sin. Vayne on Gangplank there. Will they manage to get on towards SXSP? Taking down very low. Rush also on Vayne, taking very low. Gets caught nicely there by Ezreal. Backs off. And a pretty close encounter for EDG there. They were very low on all accounts. But of course, Rebirth is popped, which is going to make it a lot easier for that Gangplank to come out of the jungle and try and help with the gank with Carthus. But they are all going to port back. I'm assuming yet Vayne has ported back and go back to lane. So pretty crazy stuff. First blood already out there. 1-1. And obviously that goal difference you're seeing is really down to, I'm guessing, Sona with probably different masteries is almost certainly the case. Yeah, he's got, say, a ping ward on that, so it's different masteries.
Seen Makuza here starting out for Korea on the blue buff with Lee Sin. Obviously, we start to work down. But yeah, I'm not sure what it's great to get, obviously, to pop that Rebirth, but I'd say there are more valuable kills in there to take down the AD carry, for example. But still, we're at 1-1. I'd like to see these Asian games. Look at this. Wallens is actually in the bush here ready. Rush is not full HP at the moment. Obviously, Monkeys can't do all that much. There goes the stun onto Rush. Monkeys is going to put out a bit of damage. but it won't be enough to really cause too many problems for Rush early on. The kills actually came for Vayne and Irelia, so the right people, I guess you could say, that were that managed to take down. It was Gangplank and Lee Sin that died, so you could even say, aside from the supports, probably not so bad that those two guys went down.
Yeah, indeed, and of course Lee Sin on a bit of an invade here, coming around the backside of Ezreal. They're going to come right at the back of Monkeys. The Monkeys almost certainly will be the target here. And there we go, straight into it. Managed to pin him actually. Can they get the Tariq stun down? Vayne's trying to put the damage down. Yeah, easy kill there for EDG. They're surely going to pick up Tariq as well. Power cord coming through. And Makusa on Lee Sin picks up a second form. And wow, Vayne already 2-0 though, 2-0-1. So Vayne is getting pretty fed down that bottom, and that can be a dangerous sign already. So really nice jungling from Lee Sin there, and that's the beauty of Lee Sin really. You can see at the top Rumble pushing on towards the rally. You can see Gangplank coming around the back side of him now though, so they're going to go for him surely. Just come straight out, pop that parlay down, get that slow down. Yes, they will do. Aurelia manages to get on it, does manage to get the slow down. He did flash out, which is going to be just enough. I think Magnoon also going up river, but I don't think he's going to be doing anything to that. Yeah, Rumble's just going to port away quite happily, but down the bottom, and Sona's just had that power cord ready every time a major fight came off. Just as they pushed earlier on, like you're saying, Ezreal managed to get on him, and then immediately a power cord in the face, backed up by a single shot from Vayne, just took straight him out, sending him out hit points, and they're going to again get the stun onto Rush there, but he really isn't that worried by it. He's got plenty of healing power with Sona there, and you know what, they're in a much stronger situation now down in the bottom lane. 2-0-1, he's probably sitting on around 800 gold already, so expect to see possibly an early BS for Vayne.
Yeah, I'd imagine that's what he's going to go for, and that's when it becomes even more dangerous for Ezreal, when they catch him out there. Obviously that stun from Tariq, they're going to probably be using it more defensively in the early stages of this game, as we are in that 3-1 situation. Up at top we're watching here XXF with Irelia up against Rumble. Makusa looking for a sniff here on Carthus, who started off there fairly decent health, does have boots from the first item. Makusa thinking about it again, decides to go away, and look at that down at bottom. Monkeys again taken super low. Needs to be careful here because the minions are going to be gone soon. Are they going to try and push in for something? No, they decide to go back, and we are going to see Vayne go home. Let's have a look at CS. 26 CS, 2-0-1 at the start. Let's see what he buys. I'm guessing going to go with maybe Berserker Greaves, Doran's Blade for the second time yet. So Berserker Greaves, Doran's Blade and Pots.
Yeah, and we talked about the passive on that dude. It would have been hot by now. They didn't even make an attempt to gank him in mid there. So really that level 1 fight, they were just missed-targeting. I mean, whether it's just a case of they were hitting what they could get nearest to, I'm not too sure. So Anivia's going to be hoping to pick up blue soon. Lee's just going around his jungle path, picking up red at the moment. You can see Gangplank doing exactly the same on the minimap in that bottom corner. As Makusa does pull back, and that's possibly, it's going to be boots already, so obviously Makusa getting that kill and support, and Sona, of course, getting them 3 support kills, which is assists, I keep saying. I can always call them support kills. A lot of damage coming out from Rush here. He's getting all aggressive. He has got Berserker Greaves. He's going to flash in there, tries to finish him off. Carthus also coming out there on towards Rush. Rush is going to have to back well away from this one. Sona support now coming in. Teleport coming in down the bottom as well, but it has actually been cancelled as well. Far too much. And Aurelia, it wasn't Aurelia that was teleporting down, it was Carthus that was teleporting down. So double teleport actually. I hadn't spotted that on Malaysia. Magnoon also been pressured a little bit in the middle there. Obviously the ulti going off and hitting everyone on the map. So he's going to go back and buy, I guess, a Captain of the Protector straight away. We've got Lee Sin ninjaing his way towards the top lane. We'll keep our eye on that one. Meanwhile down the bottom, Ezreal has had to go back and buy. Got himself a long sword to go with that Dawn's Blade and boots.
We'll see if they're able to keep that lead in position. Actually, EDG doing well here. I like the play side from SX pushing Aurelia away. And Lee Sin is going to have to play this one very patiently as XSF comes in. Ulti from Rumble. XSF going very low. I think only one more hit. There goes the Q from Lee Sin. And we are going to see the kill coming. Perfect play as we see there was some action down bottom. May's going to go very low. Gets a big heal off, and now Rush is doing all the damage over onto Monkeys, who surely is going to go down in amongst this. We did see the exhaust come out. Cleanse followed up afterwards. Oh my god, I can't believe that he stayed alive there, Monkeys, to finish that one off. but it was actually it was Sona who got the kill. Wow, super aggressive from McNoon on the turret.
I'm not too sure what on earth he was thinking there, going diving in, and that's going to be a kill for Makuza as well. That's just gifted Carthus a double kill, something you just don't want to do. I really don't know. I know he was planning on using the rebirth, but he got caught out so early on.
Turret hitting him.
Yeah, and obviously he just pulled the aggro before he got egged, which immediately pulled the turret onto him. It's just, I don't know. It's crazy play there, but yeah, like you mentioned at the bottom there, Sona picking up the kill just before Vane could get it, and cleansing off the exhaust he got put on him, but it wasn't quite enough to pin him down there. Obviously he was constantly moving trying to get away from that Tarek. See Elliot diving on towards Rumble, really giving me nothing coming off it, although standing in the ulti is never going to be the best thing he could do. He's just going to surely steal that up. Yeah, puts the pots down. We can see also down the bottom on the mini-map that Sona and Tarek getting very close. Ezreal again being harassed by Rush. Rush picking up a lot more CS down the bottom there now. 36 to 49. Trying to get a little bit of a lead, of course. Has got those 2-1-2 kills. Again, the live still on there. We do have Redson sneaking his way into them bushes, and SXP, checking out them bushes, wasn't falling for that one. McNoon now with the blue though, he has hit 6, and really Anivia can just take off in terms of CS once he hits that 6. Carthus in the mid 62 to 64, so very in between them. Carthus just being back and forth though, for himself a blasting one to go with that protection he had early on, but Rush is starting to really lay the damage down this bottom turret, Joe. It's down to half health already.
Yeah, done some real great damage here, and really not quite a lot of health left alive there. And Rush, he's doing a great job so far, in my opinion, of causing all kinds of problems. And look at this, we are seeing Anivia come down. They did ping, there is a ward, in fact they double warded there, which is not the best thing ever. I think that's a bit of a waste of a ward, to be honest, as well, from the Tarek there to put it inside of that bush. Here we go. We are going to see the push out from Anivia. They're going to go in for this one. Monkeys falling fairly low, but look at this. The teleporter's come down. Anivia's going to die. No rebirth. Rush is going to die. That was a terrible, terrible engagement. They've not expected this ward to be here in the bush over towards the left-hand side of river. They spotted Anivia coming down. Instant teleport came in. Gangplank was there doing golems as well. It was just bad timing. And that's going to give the Dragon over to Malaysia.
And you've got to think that's down to not having clairvoyance, not having the vision, not having a clue where the enemy team was. It's like, hello, they're all missing. Mid's not here. You might want to check around the area. Oh wait, you're all dead. But meanwhile, blue has been stolen by Lee Sin there, which is not too bad. But that's a Dragon gone as well as a couple of kills. 6-5 now, gold advantage going to Malaysia. And they're going to push on towards that top tower, try and get the trade off, but the Gangplank ulti will soon put bait to that one. They will try, actually they may get it down, they're thinking they're like half, so should we do it, should we take it, should we not? No, let's just back away. And that top tower is pretty low though, but that's definitely even things out, Joe. I mean, at the moment, Hextech Gunblade on Rumble now at the top there, Wriggles though on Gangplank, and you can see obviously Ezreal picking up the advantage in there, 1, 2, 3 in terms of kills, deaths, and also assists. He has got that phage on, so possibly going for a Trinity Force early on. And I think Vane must be getting close to a PSL, but I mean, we're at 11.26. The CS is quite low between all these. I mean, it's only 70 to 58 in bottom lane ADs. That's pretty low CS.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, there's been a lot of action though. Let's not forget that at 6-5, and I think they've been focusing, especially Rush has been focusing a lot more on getting the harassment constantly onto Ezreal, as we do see Ezreal come back into that lane. Now with Phage, Double Door and Slade will ulti out to clear the minion wave. As we head up to see McNoon, who again is very low. Look at that burst though onto Golden, but Gangplank is there. They are going to get the rebirth off, and this is going to be a very, very dead Anivia. That's a 4-0-1 Carthus. And I don't like to pick on players, I don't like to focus on negatives, but for me, Anivia has been playing so careless in this game so far.
Yeah, 0-3-1, has been caught out. Obviously, they got fed Carthus the double kill early on, which is probably the worst thing he can do, which is what giving them Sorcerer's Boots and a lot of ages very early on. He's going to obviously start building towards that Rabadon's death cap. And once you get a strong fed Carthus, it can be so dangerous, because obviously that global ulti affects everyone on the map. And maybe even if starting with it, which we've seen a lot more of lately, rather than having to use it as like a I'm dead now, I'm going to ulti. People have been starting with that ulti, it just immediately knocks the whole team down. and with only a Tarek in there, sorry, actually, well, Sona could heal up, has got heal as well, of course, because hasn't got clairvoyance on. Oh, and that's going to be down the bottom, I feel. Yeah, ulti going down the bottom there. You do see the clairvoyance, the Sona ulti going across. They're going to try and get onto Wayland's there. The exhaust goes down, cleanses it off. Wayland's still being the target. They're going to have to back away. Redsun's going to come around. Ezreal's surely going to catch out and rush there. He will do. And Mac Noon actually picking up the kill in the middle there as well. So Carthage does go down. They're going to try and come around the back side of them. Meanwhile, at the top, it's happening all across the map here, Joe. Going in Australia towards Aurelia. We'll keep my eye on Mac Noon and Nivea. Yeah, they've immediately been pinged off. Rumble using his ulti there to try and force Aurelia back. And instead, Leeson's going to have to come down and defend that. So kills happening all across the map. And still, Malaysia really are looking quite strong for what we believe is a strong Korean team.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the scoreline there. There's one turret down, obviously, for Korea, but it's still 8-6. And they're just 300 gold behind in this one. And yeah, it's great now that McNoon has managed to get himself that first kill in there. That'll help him be a little bit more powerful, to be honest, in that middle lane. Because so far, Carthus 4-1-2 got Rod of Ages already completed. And you look over at Anivia and you see, well, Catalyst and Sector is finished. They're both at the same boots, obviously on Sorcerer's shoes. And we'll see how that really affects his game earlier on. And I think you're right in what you said earlier. We're seeing so much more often over on the top lane at the moment. Rumble and Aurelia having a bit of an altercation. Actually, Carthus is coming in there as well. McNoon has just taken the blue buff. And it seems like everything's going to be okay over on that top side anyway. But yeah, the Carthus ulti, we are seeing that so much more often being used now as an instigator as well, you know, as that initiation, putting out the initial damage rather than just a finisher as well. That's a nice wall from McNoon, and we'll get him the turret kill in middle.
Back right now on Gangplank, one coming around. That'll be the bottom turret as well. That's a wasted Gangplank ulti. I'm not too sure why he was throwing that down the bottom there. So bottom turret has gone down as well, so that is actually giving the advantage in turrets. I mean, it's 3-0 in turrets, so despite Korea not having the best in kills at the moment, they have been throwing a cheeky Q on towards Tarek there, but stopping the teleport on towards Garthus there. Very nicely done. Rumble comes around, tries to finish him off. He will do, and that's going to be Gangplank also coming out. That ulti might finish him off. The shield just finished. Very nicely done. The shield on Rumble used up far too early there to try and block it. Actually, I think he's trying to block on Gangplank. Oh, nice wall there, and that's going to be a beautiful finish. And actually, it was Lee Sin that picked it up. I was hoping that Sony didn't actually manage to pick up that kill with Crescendo across him there. And that's going to even things up though. 9-8 in terms of gold. Obviously, Korea now in the lead. Obviously, they have the 3 turrets. So, despite the fact they struggled a little in terms of kills, they are now starting to look a little bit more comfortable. Down the bottom, we can see the 2 CS is 93 for Ezreal and Vayne on 100, so still very even between them. BF Sword also now completed, Warps, say, for Rush, and that's going to be surely a dead Ezreal. Can he get caught out? McNoon does manage to get that burst down on him, and he will go down very quickly. Aurelia teleports in far too late, and they're just going to walk away from that one. So Bloodthirster almost completed by Vayne. Meanwhile, you can see Ezreal is building towards that Trinity Force. Yeah,
and since I, gave McNoon the negative, it's been nothing but positive from him actually. He's played really, really well. It was a great wall for that last kill, or the previous one for that I should say. Great gank down on the bottom as well to take down Ezreal. Really, really promising stuff now from the Korean side, and they're waiting around for this next dragon. We're not going to see Malaysia in a position to really defend this anywhere near in time. I don't think they're so confident about moving down there. And of course, not a single turret loss yet for the Koreans. That's a crucial thing. It's a 3-0 in terms of turrets for the Koreans. So, this at the moment is still looking like it could be that Korean victory. McNoon just sniffing around that blue area. And actually, EDG are going to make the full invade. They did take it that last time, Demon. Don't forget, it was Makuza, I think, that took it. So they knew the timing perfectly. They've come in here, and we're not going to see Malaysia go anywhere near that one. They're going to give it up. It's gone over to McNoon, which makes him, as he's creeping up with these kills, even more powerful. And I assume his gold is actually pretty high right now. He can go back. He's had that catalyst plus the sorcerer's shoes for quite a while.
And Bloodthirst now completed on Vayne. More mobs being built over on Gangplank. See that Lee Sin just been back and forth. Lee Sin really benefited from the early kills and assists he got. He's now got that heart of gold for a long time with the arm as well, just completed. And this Monkey's going to continue pushing down the bottom here. Yes, he will. This tower's taken down pretty low. We can't actually see the hit points though because we couldn't quite scroll it up. It's what we kind of like to look at. McNoon with that silver, like you mentioned, that is the second blue they've stole. So it's going to be third. Calthus really just going to want that blue. And at the moment, he's the one that's actually, despite having a really good start, 5-2-2. It's been caught out the last 2 times. So instead he's only got a blasting one. Also trying to build towards that Rabadon's death cap a lot earlier, but it's been hampered of late. And there is a fight going on in mid there. We do manage to finally go to it just at the end there, and Tarek does get taken down by Rumble. Rumble's starting to come into his own now. He's done pretty well at that top there. 131 to 121 CS between him and Aurelia, and hasn't had that much support. He did come up there the once, but has pretty much been solo against Aurelia, and that's not bad. That's quite good control, because Aurelia's really hard to stop farming. They're going to go straight towards Gangplank there. Instead they back away, and wisely so, because Calthus slapping that slow bar down to catch him straight out. Looking down towards the bottom, you can see Vane and Soda also invading that jungle, and while this is all going on, they continue to push, and looking like they're going to use that big creep wave to go towards the bottom tower, Joe.
Yeah, that big creep wave coming in. We see Anivia moving down, Rumble also moving down. As Red Sun looking like it's going to be caught out. Crescendo comes across Monkeys there. Ultimate went down from Gangplank in a weird position, actually. A really weird position. Not sure what they were really aiming for with that one. And you can see the spread all around the jungle at this stage. But we do see EDG go back towards that middle. The problem is they don't have the minion wave there with them. Will they try to tank the turret? Very possible, but that minion wave is now moving in. Ezreal's still down the bottom, though. McNoon just puts out a bit of damage to try and keep MY away. MY, Malaysia, obviously. TOE is their real name. We do see that turret go down. So 4-0 now in turrets. And despite these kills being even, Demon, the name of the game is not just for kills. You've got to take those turrets. You've got to use the kills to your advantage. And so far, Malaysia has just not been able to capitalise on the kills that they've had.
Yeah, and a pretty wasted Ezreal ulti there. He was trying to wipe the minion wave out, but he completely missed career as well. And they do have that 5k advantage now with the 4-0 turrets. And then just continuing to put the pressure on up this mid is something, normally you see the teams just back off, but they feel they have the advantage, and well, clearly they do, and they're continuing to put the pressure on. Vane's going to try and get a couple of hits on towards the turret here. They're moving back down towards the bottom there. They're just going to pick up the red. Possibly pick up the red on the way out. Gold's up at the moment. It's not there, so they're just going to walk away from this one. Dragon is due very soon, actually, as well, so that's probably why they're starting to move around. You can see Malaysia trying to pick up some extra kills, but it looks like they're going to get away from that one quite easily. Yeah, no troubles at all there. And they've got to be careful they don't hang. You can see, look, McNoon's like, well, I want the blue buff. I've got to be honest, it's going to be around here soon. But Malaysia have managed to push out there. Really just going to pick up a bunch of farm. They're actually coming back. Tarek's just the classic on just placing a ward. Nearly happened. McNoon's still hanging around there. Rumble coming up. The ping's actually going down around the Baron. There's no wards at all out. I mean, it's the ward placement up around the Baron area. It's great down the bottom, but there's absolutely nothing in the top half of the jungle.
I see Lee Sin here going all aggressive. He can't push too hard though, because there are 3 there from Malaysia. Makuza just taking the slow bar. And we are going to see this turret again down at the bottom, having all the pressure poured onto it. Vane just clearing out that minion wave. We are going to see EDG try and get in behind, and we do see the blink there from Ezreal used. And ulti as well to try and clear that minion wave to save this turret, but it's not going to be enough, Demon. There goes another one. Rush will drop that one, and I think they're going to try and continue to push on this one as well. There goes the Karthus ulti, as you do, Karthus. And EDG like, well, okay, but why?
Totally random ulti from Karthus there. That was more frustration than anything. Oh no, he's been walled off. He's going to get caught out quite easily there. Doesn't even have the ulti to follow on. They're just going to back out. That was
made no sense whatsoever.
After such great play early on, McNoon just now suddenly starts saying, yeah, actually, I'm going to own you now. So 5-3-2.
McNoon just wrote in all chat, Baron, sorry.
Hey guys, we're going for Baron. You're welcome to join us if you like.
Or was it a bait?
Oh wow.
Yeah, Clairvoyance goes down there like, yeah, you're waiting in that bus, right? You're not actually going to go and do Baron.
That's a funny moment in LOL. I'm sure everybody's done that or something as well in a game somewhere online. Just do it on a main stage.
Main stage World Cyber Games.
Yeah, it doesn't really help. So 11-9 at the moment with Korea in the lead. Remember, Korea 1-0 up already. Malaysia this is their first group game. They funny story actually. They were stood around watching everybody else play, and like all the admins were like, well, Malaysia haven't shown up yet. I don't know where they are. They were actually stood at the side playing. They just hadn't spoken to anyone. So it's like, oh, there they are. Wait a minute. So these guys in like Malaysian tracksuits. You might think, are you guys players? But are they actually going to go? They've still not been back aboard. They've been hanging around here for a long time. And
India build's really weird as well. Like Catalyst sector and gone straight then for Death Cap. I guess it was like because of those kills that came so fast after each other. Yeah. Went straight in for that extra AP. We'll see builds up that later. In terms of the CS right now, yeah, I mean Vayne 160 CS. They let Vayne farm so long in that bottom lane again. And that's something that we always tend to see later on in the game. They forget about that AD carry after a while when that bottom turret's down. They just ignore it. And she's got Bloodthirst already built up.
Wow, is that 12 wards just picked up by Sona there? Looks like it. There's Shirley and Reverie in there as well. I'm pretty sure they're 2 5s on their wards and us too. Yeah, so
yeah, it's 2 5s and 2.
Yeah, that's a true support right there. Randy Zone actually also completed by Lee Sin, so going a bit more tanky. And Malaysia trying to take the opportunity to push a little bit onto the turret there in the mid. And, we're just hoping that Korea are going to push their advantage, because 10 minutes time it will be CLG versus Italy over on the main stage. They're going to possibly take their first tower here though, and that will be Malaysia. Yes, they will. Finally taking down that mid turret, and they're going to back off and fall back. Dragon is up, yeah. Now, a totally random ulti there going towards the top lane. Actually trying to pick up as much as he has, so it's not random. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it on the mini map. He
actually didn't really do that much, so he only clipped them. I think he moved a little bit after he fired it.
And Korea are saying, no, actually we're not going to let you have that dragon. We'll just take that down. A 4-5-4 crit coming out there.
Baron now.
From Lee Sin picking the big crits up there. And surely they could go straight to Baron. They're in absolutely no situation. They've got no vision in and around any of the jungle. It's actually been quite a lack of wards, I think, throughout this. Despite the fact Sona's got 12 wards on him, hasn't really put them down in any positions yet. Probably looking like, it's going to start putting the defensive wards down now for Baron. So Korea looking towards doing that Baron, and now Banshee's Veil has been taken by Mac Noon. So going to try and prevent Rabadon's death cap, nearly completed by Carpus as well, but still yet to complete that Trinity Force. Ezreal, he's really struggling in this.
And XXF just said, MK, don't use ulti, top creep can man.
Yeah.
Wrong.
I'm
not sure if you were meant to write that in
no, I don't think so either. I think he was
public chat.
Try and save your ulti if you don't mind. don't use it to clear all them stats. Oh no, managed to wall off Wayland here. Wayland's surely going to get caught out. Absolutely insta-pop there by Mac Noon. And that is really, he's been using that wall to great effect, and that's just surely giving them a free Baron. There's absolutely nothing to do. They're down one man, they are hanging around, they're going to try and get in there, but Mac Noon, they know that he's in there. That's going to go straight towards Mac Noon. Remember, he did have that bunch of goals. Crescendo is the word. I'll have to go straight across there. They're actually hanging on in there. 2 minutes to take Mac Noon down in the egg form there. Yes, he was down very low. Does get taken down. Vayne picks up a double kill, and that's surely going to be Monkeys going down as well. It could be a triple. Yes, it will. And Rush going big, picking up the triple, and just surely just going to push straight up. They have got that Baron, but I don't think losing Mac Noon in there was part of the job there.
Yeah. The problem was though, when they lost Tarek, they lost that CS of getting at least one person stunned down. The ulti actually from Golden, from Cartus, was pretty decent. Like, the timing was pretty good, but they just lost too much by that point, and we should see this turret go down.
Why is he not tanking it? You've got to run the over man, tank the damn thing.
Although they have to be careful, because Malaysia are all pretty much back. Teleport comes in there. Oh, Makuza, so taken completely out of position. Actually uses Flash to get away from that one. He's so very low, he could dash off the Rumble here in a second as well. Yep, there we go. And that will see him safe. Vayne just tumbling her way to safety as well. And that should be all safe. So, Baron buff is on on everyone, right? Still from EDG.
McNoon obviously went down.
McNoon went down in amongst it all.
Yeah, but that is putting it 10k gold advantage. Huge difference for Korea. 6-1 in terms of turret.
What's McNoon doing there?
Big creep wave go down the bottom. Yeah, there's pings on McNoon. They know he's there. They're going to try and catch him out. Monkey's having a little poke towards him. I think he's just trying to bait them towards him. There's double wards in bush from either team. So I'm pointing back to. Is he going to complete Rabadons? No, he isn't. He's going to pop his ulti though. Where is it going? Looks like he's popping his ulti. I definitely had the channeling look about him, didn't it? I'm not just losing my marbles, but Monkey's going to surely get caught out there. Does back away. Immediately he's half health down. And EDG now coming in as a 5 through the mid there. They obviously, of course, have that Baron buff. Carter's popping the slow bar across just to really hamper them. Never going to stop them. And that is going to be the first inhibitor of the game down. So 10k gold of difference. They're going to switch around towards that top in a turret. Really, they could tank down, but they have to go back quite a way because the creep wave is not quite with them. Blue buff has just spawned, so they're going to steal on away from Malaysia. Malaysia really up against it now. 10k down the road. 11k now it'll be in gold down. I can't count. It is 10. That was their most strong point, clearly. 29 minutes to go. There is the inner turret now. Now you see. Now it's nearly 11k. It's all adding up, Joe. It's all adding up, and they're going to take this. There's absolutely nothing they can do about it. Golden's getting caught out there. Crescendo going across. Pops on his hourglass. Tries to come across. That's going to be Sona going down there. And Rumble will take Carthage down in amongst that process. The ulti going across. Does do a fair chunk of damage, but not enough to really harass EDG. And they're surely going to finish off this main turret. Yes, they will. Can they catch on towards Gangplank? Yes, they can. Gangplank surely going to go down in amongst that. They're going to turn around trying to get their attention on towards Ezreal. Instead, they just really should be taking that inhibitor down. They are going to go in there. Relia dashes in, now getting completely walled out. Popped insta by the EDG. And that is surely going to be towards GG now. Persona is the only one down. There goes the second inhibitor. Joe, this is looking very good for Korea and very good for us in terms of time.
Yeah, certainly looking like GG right now. So we are 4 minutes away from Red Light versus CLG. Wallens goes down as well. There's another kill for Russ, and they're going to finish off Monkeys as well. And, well, just an amazing performance from EDG. I'm not going to take anything away from Malaysia and in amongst all this, though, Demon. They've done a great job, and now, actually, we're ahead for quite a while with those kills as well. I have to say, after that early criticism that I threw down on McNoon, he really stepped it up, like he hurt me or something. Really came in strongly towards his late game, and a really impressive performance for another Korean victory.
Yeah, another great game. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is Korea going to 2-0 in their group stage. Of course, we are going to have to hot-foot it over to the main stage, so feel free to join us over there. There will be more League of Legends action. It will be Counter Logic Gaming versus Red Bite, which is Canada versus Italy. Remember, Canada already 1-0 down, as are Italy, so pretty much a pressure match between both guys. But feel free to join us. This is D-Man and Joe here live at the World Cyber Games. Feel free to follow us on Twitter. It's TVDman and Joe_Miller. We will try and get you the scores. Honestly, we've just not had much chance because there's no wireless here.
We have no internet.
We have no internet. So, unfortunately, we were planning on bringing you all the updates, but it's just not happened. But Korea, I wouldn't say looking super